Thought I was going live. Where am I? I'm live. Here I am. Here I am. I'm live. Hope you're there. I'm here. And it's 420. Happy 420, everybody. Welcome to the show. I don't know if you're out there or not, but I'm here. I'm here. It's 420. I'm smoking. Welcome to the show. Happy 420. I'll be doing news in a little while. First, I got to get a little buzz on. You know how that goes. I hope you know how that goes. See, I'm looking a little kind of sparkly today. My conditioner is working. So, welcome to the show. I'd like to have a few people on board before I do any news. And I already know what I'm going to talk about. So there's no point in just talking to me. You know how that goes. Let's see what I can do here. See if I can't scare up an audience. Oh man, this is some rough shit. Woo. The sweet of the week isn't so kind. Anyway, I suppose I could get started here. I got news for yous. Not a lot of news this week. I just didn't see a lot of things I wanted to report on. Just some couple of tragedies, okay? Shit I don't like. That's all I'm reporting on is shit I don't like. All right? So, here goes. During the tumultuous summer of 2020, some 3 months after the George Floyd was murdered by cops in Minnesota, a black man named Jacob Blake, my nose is running. Black man named Jacob Blake was shot by Kenosha police in Wisconsin. Getting into his car. He wasn't killed, but he was paralyzed from the waist down. This resulted in protests and rioting for several days in Kenosha. You might remember that. The rioting resulted in destroyed police cars, damaged storefronts, and they burned down a used car dealership and a furniture store and a state parole office. On August 25th, the third night of protests, 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse was driven from his home in St. Charles, Illinois, which is northern Illinois, by his mom. She was driven to Kenosha with his AR-15 type styled rifle to meet up with a militia group who felt it was necessary to intervene on the behalf of right-wingers to put an end to these protests. So Kyle got up there and decided to shoot people. He killed 2 people and injured another, and then fled the scene, went back home, and he was later arrested and held on charges of murder and assault with a deadly weapon. And he's now going on trial. And they had a pretrial hearing on Tuesday of this week. And the judge in this case said that he can't, the people he shot can't be referred to as victims. They can only be referred to as protesters and arsonists, okay? Rioters and arsonists, okay? They can't be called victims. They can only be called rioters and arsonists. So, can you say acquittal? Because I don't. Seeker, welcome aboard. I was just talking about Kyle Rittenhouse. I don't know if you're familiar with him. I did a story on him when all of this transpired. He killed 2 people and injured another during the rioting in Kenosha. After it was 3 months after George Floyd was killed in Minneapolis. There was a fellow named what was he? Jacob Blake, who was shot by Kenosha police while he was getting in his car, and he wasn't killed. Oh, okay. Well, what happened was Kyle Rittenhouse went up to Kenosha, and he killed 2 people and injured another. And he's going to go on trial next week. They're going to make jury selection. So this week they had a pretrial hearing. And the judge decided that none of the people Kyle murdered or the injured can be referred to as victims. They can only be referred to as rioters and arsonists. The judge has made that ruling. So, I don't know, can you say acquittal? Because I don't see Kyle Rittenhouse getting convicted under these circumstances. Seems to me there's already some gross prejudice in this courtroom. And that I don't know what happened with the legal stuff. Just knew well the moment. I see. Yeah, so that's what's going on there. I have to increase the size of the font here so I can actually read what you're putting up there. There. Yeah, so that's what's going on there. He's going to get off for murdering people, and it's a shame. This kind of travesty of justice is just a horrible thing, I think. It's just a bad deal all the way around. That that this kind of and the police, they have the prosecutors have a video of the police welcoming him to the scene because they welcomed his support. Okay, system is whacked. So I checked out from the following much, and mostly Meta with it now. I see. I understand. It just pisses me off, okay? That you got police all over the country refusing to get vaccinated, okay? And I'm sorry, if they're threatened to walk off the job because they don't want to get vaccinated, I say let them, okay? Those aren't the kind of police we need, okay? Police that don't follow orders aren't the kind of police we need. All right. That's the way I feel about that piece of shit there. This business of them refusing to get vaccinated. That's the way I feel about that. All right. The same thing with healthcare workers. They don't want to get vaccinated, then we don't need them. Okay. I mean, that's absurd. I mean, you're working that closely with people who are that sick, and you're going to want to take that home to your family. They're crazy. Okay. I mean, these are the people who should know the most about this. Okay. And I see today that people in the healthcare industry in New York, there's no religious backing out of this thing. Okay. You can't back out of it for religious reasons. Courts ruled, you got to take the fucking vaccination or give up your fucking job. And I'm all about that too. News media cycle reminds me of the TV show Dallas. Always the cliffhanger and always the string along of the cliffhangers. Yes, I got wore out and manipulated. Well, yeah, don't we all? You know, face it, we live in the Matrix, you know? Okay. We don't know what's going on. We never will. Remember Ahmaud Arbery? He was one who was jogging in Georgia. Got chased down by 3 men. Travis McMichael and his father, Gregory McMichael, and their neighbor, Roddy Bryan, chased him down their pickup trucks and then shot him. They claimed they thought he was a burglar and he was just a morning jogger. Well, now they're claiming they had the right to do that under citizens arrest law that went in place in, I don't know, the 1883 or some shit that was really designed to lynch black people, giving them an excuse to lynch black people, you know. So that's their defense now. So that they're saying, well, it was a citizen's arrest, as as Gomer Pyle said in a rather famous episode of Andy Griffith. Now the law was repealed by Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia. Only it was repealed after this Ahmaud Arbery attack. Okay. Governor Kemp said that the Arbery was a victim of vigilante-style violence that has no place in Georgia, and that the statute was ripe for abuse. But the attorneys for these men is claiming that that the law of the land was the time at the the law of the land was in effect at the time. So this was the law of the land at the time, and they have every right to defend themselves under this, that they were making a citizen's arrest. But I don't think a citizen's execution was the law of the land at the time. So I'm not sure this is a valid defense. I mean, you can take someone into custody without killing them, okay? I don't think it's a dead or alive law. I think that's where you have to draw the line. Okay. I seriously don't think that was the intent. Okay. Once the gavel is thrown or tossed, then I will take note of these cases. For now, if I paid mind over much to this, my heartstrings would be pulled. I know. They are mine. Okay. Um, uh, uh, Georgia ACLU said this is an example of systemic racism. And what is it I got here? And empowered mobs that lynched black people in the more than 500 recorded cases between 1882 and 1968. You know, it does hurt. These are painful things, you know. It's all I picked out for painful things today for the most part. 60-year-old John Marion Grant was the first person to be executed in Oklahoma in 6 years. And something went terribly wrong. After the injection of the first of three drugs, of the three drug process, Grant began to vomit, convulse, and curse. After a 6-year pause in Oklahoma, carried out its third consecutive botched execution, excuse me. Grant's same three drug combo as the 2014 execution of Clayton Lockett, who writhed in pain for 43 minutes before dying, followed in 2015's execution of Charles Warner, who cried out that his body was on fire. Richard Glossip, who was slated for execution later that same year, but then Governor Mary Fallon, stopped that at the last minute because the corrections department had the wrong combination of drugs. Now, in an autopsy of Warner's body revealed that he'd been executed with the wrong combination of drugs. The same wrong combination of drugs that they were going to give to Richard Glossip. So now they failed 3 times now to four times, excuse me, no, 3 times now to successfully execute someone painlessly. Okay. Federal judge said this might be a test of whether or not Oklahoma's execution process is constitutional. So I think they, like us here in Illinois, ought to just give it up. Okay. Enough already, you know. Just fucking stop. You know, killing is killing, and I don't care if you're doing it legally or not. Okay. Just stop fucking killing people. For Christ's sake. And what's the point? Okay. What's the point of taking lives? Honestly, I don't understand it. I really don't get it. Wow. So the weed of the week is Grandpa Bub. And it's 20.15% THC. And it's an indica. And it makes me cough. Anyway, Seeker, that's all the bad news I have. Now, the State Department announced Wednesday that it has issued its first U.S. passport with an X gender marker for those who do not identify as either male or female. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken stated, I want to reiterate, on the occasion of this passport issuance, the Department of State's commitment to promoting the freedom, dignity, and equality of all people, including LGBTQI plus personnel. So that's it as far as the news is concerned. I'm sorry there were so many painful stories, but I was just in that kind of mood. Okay. I just felt it was necessary to point out all the terrible bullshit that's going on around us right now, over and above all the other terrible bullshit that's going on around us right now. So I apologize. Justice for adjustment's sake, never vengeance. Yes. Some nations have other justice models. There is data to look at, trends to see, good stuff. We can do better. People ache for it. Now they better see it. Can't fix what can't be seen. Herd wakes. Yes. Well, the problem is most of the injustices perpetrated upon us are by law enforcement. Okay, at least a great deal of them. Okay, that's where reform has to happen most. It would seem to me. Like I say, all these dickheads who are fighting getting vaccinations, they ought to just let them walk. Okay. The head of the Chicago Fraternal Order of Police, all they're asking is they're asking a question on a form: have you been vaccinated? And he has told all of the officers who were a member of the FOP to not even answer the question. Okay. Now, his disciplinary record sucks. Okay. On the police force. He's got a terrible disciplinary record. Hello, Stoney. Welcome aboard. His disciplinary record absolutely sucks. Okay. He's the cop cops love to love. Okay. But he's nothing but a pain in the ass to the Chicago Police Department. So if he doesn't want to get vaccinated and threatens to walk, I think they ought to just fucking let him. You know, he's not the kind of cop you'd want to have on your police department anyway. And that's the way I feel about this whole thing nationwide. If these police want to walk because they won't get vaccinated, then let them fucking walk. We'll get cops who are vaccinated and who will follow fucking orders. I'm okay with all of that. You know, I think it's ridiculous that they won't follow orders. That's their job, is to follow orders. Exactly. Cops are supposed to follow rules. Cops are not valuable. Okay, you're right. Okay, they're not prima donnas. They're not special. There's nothing special about a cop. You're right. Welcome aboard, Katie. And that is one way to get police reform. You're right. They're spoiled bitches. You know, it's time everything fucking changed when it comes to them. Okay. That's enough already. You know, they're pampered fucks, and it's time that all stopped. You know, this, what's this, applied immunity or whatever the fuck they got. That's another thing that has to fucking go. Okay. Proves they were voted out of the military. It's tougher to be a contractor than a pig. Yes. It's tougher to do anything than be a cop. Okay. That's why they're cops, because they're lazy shits. Okay. I mean, that's the reason. Okay. I'm in a mood today, in case you haven't noticed. Okay. I had no good news today. Herd moves slow. Setbacks are just missteps. As that tide rolls, there's no stemming the flow. Yes. I was listening as I was heating my potato cheese. Oh, heating your potato cheese soup. Ooh. Ooh. I have a Halloween party to go to tonight. So it took me 5 hours to get my video recorded and uploaded. Wow, long time. I don't give a shit if they lose half the fucking police force in Chicago. They can hire new people, train them right this time. You know, the Chicago police force, they have their own academy. Okay, they don't send them to the state police academy like all the other police forces in the state of Illinois. Okay, they all send them to the state police academy. Chicago has their own police academy. You know what they do? They give them a list of all the places that give police discounts. Okay, Can't Stop the Signal from Serenity the movie. Okay. Yeah, they give them a list of all places that give discounts. Okay. It was supposed to be scalloped potatoes with ham, but it was more like thick, cheesy potato soup. Ooh, that's okay. Because they're so special. Yeah, right. I see. Good movie for Halloween. I don't know. I was watching Mulholland Drive last night, and like any good David Lynch movie, you can't make heads or tails of it. So that scares me. But Mansion in the Blonde pissed me off wholesale. Okay. Weird movie. Yes, it is a weird movie. But you ever see a David Lynch movie that wasn't weird? Isn't conflict of interest a thing anymore? I don't think so. So I'm Mac and Candace at the bar are going to be Fred and Wilma Flintstone, and I'm going to be Dino the dinosaur. Although it was impossible to find a purple dinosaur costume. So, although I'm only saying it's purple because Dog's not in the chat. Okay. Just so you know. He's yelling from his yacht. You don't need money. Who said you don't need money? Just dress like Bezos rocket if you're going for that phallic look. West Virginia, full of mongoloids. Dog's looking for a house in Virginia. I'm going to watch Stargate A1 and have a discussion panel about each episode, either on my channel or on a friend's channel who loves Stargate like I do. I see. You were a gypsy last night. Oh. I have a neighbor that's a gypsy all the time. So, I mean, seriously, you were a stoner? What a surprise. Dog was here most of the day yesterday. And you looked at okay. So yeah, probably not, KD. Probably not much of a stretch. I mean, I have a real gypsy who lives down the street from me, so yeah, it wasn't much of a stretch for Stony either. So, but yeah, I got a really cute dinosaur costume. It's a onesie, a flannel onesie. You wear his pajamas except for the tail, and it's plenty roomy. So the crotch hangs down to my knees. Mix 60 gallons of soil, and now you got to repot. Well, you'll be busy, I would suspect. So I have a neighbor that a friend of mine, John, who got one of those countertop trimmers. So he hasn't used it yet, and we're going to experiment with my grow, see how it works. So I got to do an art demo for my favorite psychic. I was fangirling big time. Oh, cool. So I'll let you know how it goes with that trimmer. He says it comes with 2 sets of blades, one for dry trimming and one for wet trimming. So, but I figure as shaky as I am, this is going to cut down on a lot of the trimming I have to do. You know, I would imagine I'll still have to go and do some fine trimming and stuff, but at least I won't have to do the major shit. Sun's so bright on screen right now to have compelled me to move it such to have typed this message. Oh my, I've missed it illuminating warmth, missed its illuminating warmth to me very bones. It's 53 degrees. I so feel the margin. I was looking at those yesterday on Amazon. Oh, were you? You sag so much, all your buds are a quarter gram. Well, that's what I bought the hobby stand for. For the fine trimming, I figured I can put a bud in a hobby stand and still be able to snip around it, you know. Getting a space projector for your home. Cool. A space projector. It projects what, stars and that sort of thing? Like a planetarium, that sort of thing? You're getting a trim screen instead. Oh, cool. You can use arm weights to slow you down. Well, the right hand isn't nearly as shaky as the left hand, see? So I figure I can trim with the right hand and it won't be too bad. I love feeling the margins being warmed by the sun window through the window. Cat taught me that. It illuminates your room with stars. Oh, nice. My bestie hung prisms all over in all her windows at her place in Arizona. And so when you move them, there's like prismatic thingies all over the walls in the living room. It's really cool. In perpetual masturbation mode. Broke a limb off my plant, so I had to smoke the buds that were on it. They were smaller, so no loss and a great high. Cool. Sitting here with hands extended in gentle pose with sun. I so feel it. I bet. Accidentally. Yeah, right. Wink, wink. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Accidentally. Hey, where's the thumbs up? Only got one of those. There's more money out there. I shouldn't have to beg for them. I accidentally get really stoned sometimes. Yeah, right. I only got one on my screen. I was so mad this morning that I was throwing things. Came in very handy to calm my ass down. I know I'd tape them back up or something. I find a way to save those branches, keep them on the plant. There, now I got two. Now I see two up there. I know I got one from Seeker because he was the only one in the chat when I got the first one. You were going to blow up Apple and Google? Okay. Why would you do that? Why were you going to blow them up? Did they hurt you? Oops. Oh, hello, Heidi. There's Heidi. Looking at us. See, you're looking at us. Silly dog. So you're not saying? What'd they do to you? I had to reset my iPhone just to have enough space on it to upgrade the OS. And I had to dump all of my past iMessages. That was just the beginning of my text yet. Oh, things for photons to bounce off too. And so nice in low light. Soft glints of color which interact with movements, dancing along, daydreaming with me. My eyes have only to drift along the light. You are stoned. You need to give me more time to type and send the response to you. Okay. Made a spinach carrot smoothie. Okay. Permastone then. I see. Yeah, but drinking more carrot juice. It's good for you. I'll do that, Katie. I promise. I'll give you more time. The phosphorus on water at night or shrooms. I do the shrooms personally. I like shrooms, but that's just me. Actually, it's not just me. A lot of people like them. I did 20 gigs of media off the phone. Now it's just like a new phone. Oh, great. Glitters like a cartoon. Nice. Doing the rest of my shrooms tomorrow night. Happy Halloween. Well, I've been getting more and more political texts. It's unbelievable. Body aches for forage, both the hiking and the feeding. Eating a food from some trail is the original fast food. Yes. And like the original fast food, I don't mean that original fast food, but I mean McDonald's and such. It used to be cheap food. I never have trick or treaters, so why not get lost while the veil is thinnest all year? Yes, we don't either. We don't get any trick or treaters. But then again, too, it's some distance between homes, so they'd have to drive kids, is what I'm saying. So the real deal, free lunch, yeah. And they said there's no such thing. And I taste way better too. Yes, and it tastes way better. Warren get me fast food now for 4 decades. She rules. Big Rock Candy Mountain is real. Yes. So this might be an abbreviated show today, because I have to prepare for the party. Still have to iron my costume. So mineral rich foods taste great because our bodies tell us so, right? Energize us. Ooh, what was that? My phone just made a weird noise. The Virginia governor's race could be decided by mail-in votes. Okay. Ord makes breakfast, dinner, sleep. So is my bestie. Roman gets up for work at 3:30. She gets up, makes him breakfast, makes his lunch. I don't know how she does it. She's a goddess. Honestly. She's an amazing woman. Of course, she goes back to bed, but still to be willing to get up at 3:30 in the morning, cook lunch, cook breakfast, and make lunch for Roman is. You get up at 3 every day too? Well, good for you. Probably because you can't sleep. No, I'm just kidding you. I'm just not an early riser. I mean, today I got up at 1. So, see what I mean? In the afternoon, I'm saying. Yeah, that's a real partner. You're right. You know, that's a real partner that would do that. I mean, you get up at 4:20 and pee every day. I see. You know, and whatever shift he's working, you know, whatever hours he's got to work. So he gets up that early because he has to drive up to the city for the job he's doing right now. So he has to be there at 6. Never used to be a morning person. Well, I get up whatever time I have to get up for whatever I have to do. You subconsciously trained yourself to a 420p. I see. That's how critter do. The deer and rabbit favor the weeds, which grow around rich compost piles. They are smarter than human to hear their own body to know what best to eat. Yeah, sure. I've learned that the time of morning is awesome. It is really quiet and I can think. I do my card of the day at that time or earlier. I see. That's why I get those texts at 5 a.m. Is that it? 5:20 or something? I get them somewhere around there. If only I could remember to silence my phone. I always forget. Those texts were part of the issue with my phone. I see. Okay. The spinach makes you a Popeye. You realize how much that cartoon did for the sale of canned spinach? They filled it up. I see. Oh, they're probably going to fill my phone pretty soon then, too. Buried your phone under a pillow. I see. And mine sits on the nightstand charging. So spinach and cigarettes. Yeah. The Marlboro Man had a lot to do with that. That and Joe Camel. Copied the attachment for each person I sent to it to. Some of theirs 5 to 7 times. I see. Smoked a pipe. We just don't know what was in it. Sun now reached his face, so I turned from screen a moment to grok with all but my ears, which remained firmly here. Well, I would hope. Oh, you mean turn towards the show? I see. So you can hear us. It's not like you need to look at me. I'm not that great a sight, even topless. Can I have a wee toke? I'll gladly pay you Thursday for a toke today. People are Bogart and that pipe. Yeah. I can read Stony. Stop correcting yourself. If you noticed, I pronounced it Bogarten. And if I adjusted the color on IG, it saved the picture yet again. Oh my goodness. Yeah, wimpy. Whatever happened to Wimpy's hamburger places? Any of them still around? I'd have a burger today for $1 tomorrow. Yes. I will gladly pay you tomorrow for a hamburger today. uh, a hamburger. Don't ever buy a hamburger in Europe because they don't make them with beef. I'm not sure what they make them with. Unless you go to some place like the Hard Rock Cafe or something. Now, if it's a beef burger, that's another story. But hamburger means something completely different over there. I'd borrow an eighth today for 40 tomorrow. Yeah, right. Yeah. Or you could just say, can you front me an eighth, man? I had 3,000 pictures in there, so I dumped them all. They're in the iCloud if I want them. There's one of my cat that I actually am thinking about selling. It turned out so good. Wow. So very brief, the moment condensation builds at the top of window caught between glass and see-through plastic film. The sun so quickly moves rapidly low through sky to now become the treetops on hill. Yeah, well, it's that time of year. Shit happens fast around here now. I know. I got a picture of Buster and Heidi together. That's just so cute. I got to show you. They're lying on the hall rug. Let's see, where are they? Where is that picture? How come I can't find it? It's got to be right here somewhere. Come on. I don't have that many pictures. There it is. There they are. Can you see them? Lying on the rug together. And there's Buster giving Heidi a thumbs up there with his coat markings there. That's them. He was watching me watch TV on my laptop. The light was perfect for a portrait. I am not a photographer at all, but he takes awesome pics. My Willie boy. My kitty pics get more likes than my weed. What gives? Most popular videos on YouTube. are of kittens and puppies or adult cats that get scared easily. Yes, they are. Yeah, that's my pups. My other most favorite picture is them on Santa's lap. Here, I'll show you that one too. When they got their picture taken with Santa. See, there they are with Santa. That's Buster on the right and Heidi on the left. Buster with his big mouth open. So. I wonder at Popeye if he ate cans of superweed lamb's quarters and not spinach. But for both, though, best watch that oxalic acid balance. Fogger just recognizes the best shots, Katie, like you did. Beautiful beings. Thank you. Yeah, they're good dogs. I don't know how old they are. I forget. They're getting, they're about middle-aged, I guess. But you know, that business about dog years isn't true. They age differently. You know, they're like 21 and 2 years, and then the years are different. You can't say, you know, 1 is 6 and that sort of thing. It works out differently than that. God, teach me things about life and help it to be more worth being. Exactly. Learn a lot from them. I have another snap of them smelling a flower in them. Okay. I use it for stop and smell the roses memes. Cool. Poppy had really small arms, just big forearms. Well, there's an episode of Family Guy where Popeye goes to the doctor and the doctor says, he looks at him and he says, you had a stroke and you have cancer in your forearms. So I learned a lot about dogs when I saw one eat its poop. Well, the way I do it with dogs is I buy a female, and then a year later I get a male pup, and the female helps raise the pup. Okay, his face was all scrunched up for having to pass them stones. The poor guy couldn't pee. Who is Popeye? No, Popeye. Popeye. Yeah, you saw that episode? Yeah. 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 No, his face is all scrunched up because he had a stroke. It's like, you know, like that, you know. Pass them stones. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Olive's boyfriend. Yeah. Olive oil. You know that bad movie that what's his name made? Yeah, Brutus's Swag. Yeah, that pissy bitch. You know, and Brutus could never get any love. I mean, that's what it was all about, right? Brutus couldn't get any love. Olive oil was a pissy bitch. And Popeye had a stroke and cancer in his forearms. I ate the dog and cat poop long after the biology of compost had their way with it, and the plants converted the base things into themselves. Well, that's what I was going to tell you. This is the way I did it. I get a female, and then a year later I get a puppy for the female to raise. And I had this dog, Keeper. and she was about 35 pounds or so. And I got this black German Shepherd, and she would clean up after the German Shepherd so that he wouldn't get in trouble. He meant well. Yes, he did. Popeye meant well. And that way I also ate the rats, which ate my stash. I see. See, now that's like Tommy Chong, who smoked the cockroach that ate the weed in his roaches. Much the same thing, eh? Hey, happy 420, everybody. Cats can get backed up and not be able to pee if you feed them food with ash in it. They will die if not taken to the vet to get unblocked again. Their bladder can explode. Upcycling. What you smoking, Stoney? And everyone else? Aldain, welcome aboard. You know, a weed is good. When you lose your doobie halfway through. Super Lemon Haze, number 3. Okay. It happened on my first day as a vet tech back in the day. I was really sad. Oh, my goodness. Are you mad, Dabbin Stoney? Smoking Head Doctor number 1. Is that a number 1? Number exclamation point? Well, here we are, getting stoned for the second hour. Long night, I guess, now. Okay. Grape Diesel. Okay. I like diesels. Glad you read Stony when I type Stony. Okay. I'm so low on bud, I got 2 weeks to harvest. Oh no. No other terpenes in the shop. Ooh, what are you gonna do? You have to make tea from your trim or something. That's what Katie does from her fan leaves and stuff. You always find bags. I see. Yeah, I'm backed up on weed here. Dog brought me over close to an ounce of stuff from his. Well, he had that, he had that twin, and that one grew some purple bud on one plant and on one stalk that came up, and the other side wasn't purple, so he brought me over some of each. And he brought me over another strain that he grew. And then I had leftovers from 2 weeds of the week. And I got leftovers from today. I got this. Oh, now it's on the floor. Don't eat that, Buster. Yeah, he actually got a harvest this time. So remember, so long as he's not in the chat, this hair can be purple. Otherwise, it's not. So. A different white widow from Fat Panda. Oh, 1-to-1. It's done me best. No local shop stocks it anymore. Same with Pennywise. So Dirty Girls or Durban Cookies. It is for now. When in stock, I see. Always decarb all my nug stems and grind them for times of desperation. For Bud, there's no 5-second rule at all. No, there isn't. Definitely not. I just shoved the leaves dried in a tea ball and steep it in boiling water. I guess that's almost decreed. I see. Yeah, let me get this bud off the floor because I don't want him eating it anyway. It's mine. There. It's a 5-month rule. Yeah, but I can't be sure it'll last that long if I do leave it on the floor. So decarbed. Oh, okay. I guess it's almost decarbed. Well, it's if you put it in boiling water. Of course, it depends on how long you boil it. Teas, yeah. Five-month rule. Really. So, yeah, but I'm sure one of these guys would snap it up if I left it on the floor for a day. You know. Although he's not much on vegetables. Heidi is. So I'd sugar in a light milk. And you have a delightful drink that is very relaxing. After 5 months, it's got dust and spider webs on it. So what? So what? And dog hair around here, believe me. Yeah. I read an old Mickey Spillane book one time, and My Camera Story, and he talked about weed in there, and how when you smoke good weed, it makes a crackling sound. Okay. And what pushers would do is lay a hair along the inside of the joint, so it would make a crackling noise, make you think it was good shit. Okay. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Okay. I do not boil the leaves in the water. Put boiling water over the tea ball, then let it sit until cool. I understand. Cool enough to drink. Yeah, I got it. $80 an ounce, $60 on 3 different days of the week. Popcorn buds from off the back shelf. Good medicine all the same. And those nice little buds. So well-filled pipes all. Yeah, right. I like the popcorn. Getting high off stone arachnids. Yes. Again, like Tommy Chong did when he smoked the roach that ate the weed out of his roach jar. Yeah. That little bit was fucking sticky and shit. I bet it was. Cracklin' Rose. Cracklin' Rosie. Make you smile. Remember that song? Like the Labrador joint. Yeah, Neil Diamond. Katie got it right. She spelled it with capital letters. Double jinx. Yeah. We smoking shit, man. Yeah. We all smoking shit, apparently. Some good shit. This stuff makes me cough, but I'm high as a kite. But it's a little rough on the throat. This is penalty bong hit. I got you. This was it. This is at what was it? Oh, Grandpa Bub. That's what I'm smoking. 20 point something or other percent THC indica. I was a secretary for over 20 years. I type fast and with punctuation too. And give ourselves a wedgie. No, I don't want to drink water when smoking and rough in the throat. Body tells it. You peck fast. You're a fast pecker. You're a fast pecker. Stoney's a fast pecker. Sometimes my fingers get out of order. That is fun. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. We had a typing instructor in the Army who tried to convince us she could type without looking at the keyboard and fucked it all up one day. Because she was trying to teach us to do that. Of course, nobody ever learned. She didn't have her fingers on the home keys. ASDF JKL semicolon. Tell me I don't remember that shit. You're not a big pecker, but you're slow. I see. I'm not a big pecker either. I'm a grower, not a shower. I was chronically underhydrated and outright dehydrated. That I took a health event for me to make correction before I began adequately topping off to feel a kind of feel good that I'd forgotten. I understand. Katie's fingers get out of order, like your thumb is where your index finger is supposed to be. Yes, right. No, she means they're not on ASDF JKL semicolon. I don't know. Maybe she's smoking chronic. I'm slow as snot on a typewriter, but a computer is another story. I had to type in 2 computers at the same time for every call when I worked for Windows tech support. Wow. Now that looks like my typing. That's what it looks like if I keep my fingers on the home keys. Okay. Oh, speaking of lava lamps, you know, my bestie's daughter is redecorating the condo to suit her tastes. Now, she is completely drug and alcohol free. She doesn't drink, never smoked weed. Okay. But she wants the place to look totally cool. She got a whole bunch, her birthday was this week. She got a whole bunch of beer signs for her birthday. She's going to decorate with beer signs. Okay. You got to see some things she bought for the condo. She bought this planter. Okay. And she bought this lava lamp. Wait till you see this thing. Whoops. It's a bong, man. It's a bong lava lamp. Is that not cool? I mean, it's not a functioning bong. Okay. But it looks like a bong. I thought that was too cool. Black lights better. What did I do here? Bush needs a trim job. That's what I said. Black lights matter. You want that. I think many people are depressed because they depress their bodies with poor feeding. I'm sure. Yeah, but those are a couple of the cool things she got for the condo. I love the lava lamp. But I don't know if you noticed, but that was a movie I was showing you. The lamp, you could see the and how stoned you were, if you noticed or not. So, people are depressed right now because life is overwhelming to figure out. So they're just tired. Yeah. Well, traffic deaths are up 18% over the first 6 months of last year. So, and if you remember, we weren't really sequestering ourselves the first 6 months of last year. So that's scary. Yeah, we're freaked out because America's at its end. Yeah, I mean, not only are we having all these health problems, but Republicans are trying to put an end to democracy. Okay, that is not the party of Lincoln. Okay. Lockdown started in March. Yeah. But we've been locked down all this year. I mean, people haven't been working. Oh yeah, you're right. Russia and our enemies love this whole struggle we're going through. Okay, this business of these anti-vaxxers, they love all of this. Okay, uh, the social unrest, the political unrest, they're digging it. Okay, the threat to the largest democracy in the world, absolutely, they're fucking digging the whole thing. Okay, okay, the all these people's they're seeing a collapse. They're loving it. They're not locked down here. They are all out doing shit just like before. I know. Well, but I'm saying though, people weren't working the first part of this year. People weren't driving the first part of this year, but they're dying. Okay, 18% increase. I remember typewriters, and I had to take class in school. It was tough to strike key. Oh, you mean pre-electric? So nice now, but I miss tactical feel of typewriter and love the lighter touch. So love this cheap keyboard. They can say, look, here's democracy. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Trump fuckwad. You got it. Man, he's the one that killed it for us. I mean, they were pushing for it. That's why they love him. Okay? That's why they continue to push him. Because he was out to destroy it. And they needed a front man. Okay? This go Brandon shit is so childish. No, he didn't do it alone, but they needed a front man. Okay? I mean, where would the Rolling Stones be without Mick Jagger? Okay? They needed a front man. They needed some boisterous oaf that the morons could follow. And he was their man. Okay? Mitch McConnell couldn't get up and do what he's doing. Okay? They needed some goof. See, George Bush was too sheepish to get up and do what he's doing. Besides, he's too ethical. I mean, he's spoken out against this guy. See, everybody else was far too ethical. Okay, they needed some boorish moron that was willing to get up and make a fool of himself in front of everybody without knowing it. Okay, what a money-making market there came to be with the continuation of this disreputable bug, which can't squash for all the zombie who name the mindful as sheep. Yes. I mean, this was the man they needed, you know. They needed some boorish oaf that could get up there and bring out all the worst people in the country to follow him. They found that server. It is full of text that showed the money trail and the fake LP addresses that all of the Trump shit goes through. Rachel Maddow was talking about it last night. Yeah, they needed a Trump pansy. Yeah. Yeah, they needed another what's his name? Yeah, she's fantastic. She's the best, you know. They needed another McCarthy, you know, another Joseph McCarthy, and they got him, you know. Shake for how the humbling of humanity might be. Yes, Trump stole our stupids. Yeah, he did. And that's the tragedy of it all. I don't, it's a hard thing to turn around. I mean, they're still going around saying the election was stolen. I mean, that's crazy talk. Yeah. I mean, what? And they just keep dreaming up more and more conspiracy theories as to how that happened. I can't figure out how there could be more theories as to how that happened. You know, that's a connection to the black box server that they have been trying to find that allow of the records into the money laundering. Bumper sticker. Trump stole our stupids. That's perfect. Yeah, they I guess there's like 1,700 pages of documents that they've I fart in their general direction. Well, good for you. Bigger they are, the harder they fall. None of the devil's men gonna put that bad egg back together again. No, you're right. It was like with McCarthy, with Joseph McCarthy. It was the same thing. I mean, when he fell, he fell. Okay, you know, and this is going to happen here too. I mean, he's scrambling to get shit. You know, I mean, it was like 700 out of 1,600 pages of documents he wants to keep from being turned over, and that's not going to happen. Margie Taylor Greene might be the bomber that they are looking for. Someone recognized her shoes from when she chased that kid from the school shooting that she threatened. She is batshit crazy. Yeah, no shit. Trump was jailed. I would celebrate with drugs and hookers. Yeah, there isn't enough celebrating. I'd probably kill myself. Celebrating, I mean. Uh, that would be a dangerous time indeed. Of course, they'd say it was murder, you know, because you know he'd end up dead. Racist as he is, he wouldn't last. So she's also on camera talking about the meetings of January 5th. She said that the world would be surprised and delighted. You're kidding. Surprised and delighted. Well, not the world, I don't think. Just the Cretans. And I don't mean those who live on the Isle of Crete. White the stench befalls the air, and a further taint yet plagues. But fog lifts and eyes here, so herd moves in slaver fears. Yes. Cop coddles are like an upset child. Yes, they do. And that can't continue. Sooner or later, they're going to come for her. Okay. If nothing else, the men in the white coats. Crazy fucking bitch. I mean, you can't continue to chase little kids down the street without getting in trouble. She's a taint. Yeah. Say no more. In mind, Quakers are all that matter because the rest of us are going to kill and eat her. Why not? We drink baby's blood all day long. Don't you know? Don't you know? Yes. Yes, we do. Yes. I don't even wait. I like fetuses myself. Hey, if it looks like a duck, it should quack. Quack. Yes. I know what you're saying. Yes, Quaker. I like the scream when you bite their neck. Happy Halloween. Would not want to be them. It must be horrible. Yeah, well, don't they believe in predestiny too, or something? What a drag. They don't educate their children either, do they? I mean, what a life. No power tools, no TV, no internet. Hey, all you Quakers that are watching, just call me Elvira. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but here's all you Quakers that are watching. Okay, Elvira. Mistress of the Dark. That Elvira? When's our next Antifa meeting, y'all? Oh, I don't know. Let's hold it now. Well, they can hold it up at the bar later. Yeah. They're afraid of Antifa down here. Everybody tells, I go out with my bestie and she always tells me to keep quiet about my politics. But whenever I speak up, everybody agrees with me. I don't understand her. That's how I keep my tits in shape. Baby's blood makes them ever so soft. How do you think I've remained so youthful looking? I mean, come on, I'm 86 now. Okay. Secrets revealed. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, 86 years old. I mean, I got a little bit of this, but that's because I used to weigh 800 pounds. So, I mean, I stretched out my skin, but such hate some people manifest. They bring the world themselves. Not cool and very contrary to, like all the world's spiritual stuff that I heard. Yeah. You look 63. I don't think you look 63. Now, do I think Mitch McConnell looks like a turkey? Yes. Or a turtle, either one. Looks like that cartoon turtle, slow and steady wins the race. Oh, yep. She is adorable. She's a nice lady. Well, don't think like you will, and you won't. That's how it is. I mean, I don't have any wrinkles. Look at, I'm wrinkle free. I mean, and I'm 74. I mean, you guys know that, and I'm wrinkle free. Look at me. I'm 74, and I'm a young looking guy. '64 in May. Well, I'm not trying to make you mad. I don't think you do either. You'll be 64 in May. May what? You're blind, so you look great. Yeah. May what, Stony? So my birthday's in May too. May also, not May 2. What day in May? Pick a day, Stony. Ah, the 11th. I see. So you're a Taurus. I'm the 31st. I'm a Gemini. So is Mrs. Spliffy. Hers is the 31st as well. Yeah. We were born on the same day, Mrs. Spliffy and I. But I'm older. I was born early in the morning, and she wasn't born until nearly midnight. My mind that hates must experience a special sort of misery, fully customized by user to hide that which would set them free. I'm sorry. I see. Yeah. Okay. Full of bull. Yes, you are. You're a Taurus. I had a baby gecko in my grow the last 3 mornings when the lights came on. It is so cute. I hope it stays in there so the cats don't get it. Yeah, can eat bugs for you too. I used to drink Schlitz malt liquor. Oh, in the 40s? I don't mean back in the 40s. I mean the 40s. Warren's parents were born the same day, but 10 years apart. Oh, no, we were born on the same day. So, ooh, cool. That's cool. He robbed the cradle. Oh, lucky guy. '40s. They must have. That's the decade I was born in. Yeah, keep them away from the kitties. You'll probably stay in there. It's more natural than coming in the house. Warm, luminous, planty. You know, geckos. Yeah, there you go. Problem solved. 16 ounces. Oh, not the 40s, huh? 40 in a paper bag, stand on a corner in your wife beater. He's a desert gecko, though, not a jungle one. I see. Well, he's still hungry. He can adapt. You'll train him to adapt. So I offer great deals on car insurance. That's funny. That's some funny shit there. You can see through its skin. They're really cool because you can see the heartbeat through its chest. Wow. Used to rehab them. Oh. Yeah, exactly, Katie. Virgo saw me celebrate 52 calendar years. Or rather, she celebrated another anniversary of birth with me. He only speaks Spanish, though. Oh. So you having a hard time communicating with him, are you? Probably speaks too fast for you, huh? So my bestie's daughter got her a Mother's Day card this year that said, "Of all of the vaginas in the world, I'm glad I fell out of yours." So for her 18th birthday, my bestie got her daughter a birthday card that said, 18 years ago, I'm glad you fell out of my vagina instead of somebody else's. They heavy drinkers, Katie, or drugs? Oh, Spanglish. I see. Spanglish. Yes, I'm familiar with the language. I used to live in a Mexican ghetto in Chicago, so bad hip joints. You rescued them and then released them. Oh, so they could scurry better. I still got a bottle of mostly full Glenfiddich to enjoy at times. Thanks for the reminder that once there was no space in my life to be reminded of such like that. You're welcome. Some were missing legs from people stepping on them. I had a vet who helped. Well, that's nice. They're important to our ecosystem. Yes, they are. I guess all the creatures are, even cockroaches, I suppose. Well, thanks for coming by, Stony. Appreciate the company. See you Tuesday. Listen to some music. Don't know who I'm doing, of course. Never do. Or seldom do, anyway. I had drank it a long time before time came to have some. Wow. It's better this way, Saker. Yeah, and happy Halloween. Hope you're something scary. I should cut this short and get ready for the party. I've never ironed a dinosaur costume before. So this may take me a while. So I think I'm going to do that. So thanks for coming by. And remember, there's still nothing funny about peace, love, and understanding. If nothing else, it's more important than ever. Okay. So enjoy your holiday. It's a holiday to me. I always enjoyed it. I can't think of a year I didn't dress up. Okay. So have a happy and happy Halloween, and I hope to see you Tuesday, and we'll listen to some music, and I'll talk some gibberish about the band, and we'll have some fun. So take care, and bye-bye.